Um, Without wasting our time, let me just start listening section. Listening one from New Insight Ielts student book, and also a book from 2002. It's also named as Insight into Ielts. So let me just start with the unit one, listening unit one, orientating yourself to the text. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. As you can see, these two files I have right now, um, they are the basic books. They are really a good book for every section that um, they're really a good book. They're really good books for all four skills. First one is listening one, orientating yourself to the text. Who are the speakers? Where are they? Why are they speaking? So first we have to understand these three things. First we have to orient ourselves to the text, orient ourselves and guess who are the speakers and where are they and why are they speaking. So this will be notified whenever you start the listening text. In order to understand what people are saying, it helps to know what their relationship is to each other and why they are speaking. The language they use will depend on this relationship and the situation. Knowing these helps us to anticipate what the speakers are going to talk about. Um, what their relationship is to each other and why they are speaking. So first, who are the speakers? We have to determine what the relationship with each other. So either it could be customer care or and a customer care executive and a customer, or else two students talking about their project. So we have to know what their relationship with each other and then why they are speaking. So we can understand what the relationship with each other and why they are starting their conversation. What people are saying, in order to understand what people are saying, it helps to know about. So beforehand, they will speak to students who are speaking and they're doing some project or like twice they will announce something before starting their audio. So if we know that beforehand, if we understand the relationship and why they are speaking beforehand, before listening to the questions and answers, before listening to the conversation, we would have some understanding. We would have some understanding what they're going to say. We can't be very precise on what they are going to say, but um, but we can guess what they are going to say. The language they use will depend on this relationship and the situation. So the language they use will depend on this relationship and the situation. The situation, what is the situation they are in, and then uh, what is the relationship with each other. So based on this, they will use the language. So it's not I speaking is not about personal call about two speakers speaking. Two mother and daughter speaking, or else not like that, but two individuals who don't have personal relationship with each other, they will speak, or else an individual speak on the monotone, but they will be definitely not having any personal relationship. It will be official, or else it will be entertaining, such as radio. They will speak in radio. Knowing this helps us to anticipate what the speaker are going to talk about. So whatever the situation they are in, what is the relationship, so and then why they are speaking, what is their relationship with each other and why they are speaking, and what are their relationship with each other and why they are speaking, and what situation they are in. It will help us. They that will help us to anticipate what the speaker are going to talk about. These help us. Knowing these helps us what the speaker are going to talk about. We can guess what they're going to talk about. First section, predicting the situation. So look at the pictures A to D. Try to work out who the people are, where are they, and what they are doing. So I'm going out to bring some water. So you just whoever is listening to this, just look at these four pictures and then try to guess what they are doing with them. Guys, whenever I speak for a long time, my throat hurts. I mean, I have to relax more. Okay, now we'll predict the situation. So look at the pictures A to B. Try to work out who the people are, where are they, and what are they doing. What they are doing. First, A. So it's denoted as student flats. So a student asking about accommodation for himself to an executive, to a building manager or something. Okay? So these people, first we will answer this question. That is who, I mean, work out who the people are. This will answer this who the people are. A student and a receptionist of a dorm room. Okay, receptionist of dorm rooms or a receptionist of um, apartments, which is completely dedicated to students. Where are they? Um, they are at student flats. Yeah. And then what they are doing, they are talking about something. I think the student is asking about some questions regarding accommodation for himself, and the receptionist is giving him the information, and also the receptionist is giving him some forms so that he could fill out and get accommodation later on. Okay. Next, B, who the people are. So um, two friends talking about okay, two friends, who the people are, two friends, and then where are they? They are at the airport. They are waiting for their flights. I mean, they are waiting for their flight, and they are discussing why the flight got delayed, and they are discussing why, when the next flight will come, or else they are discussing about how stupid they were that they missed their flights. And then see, so who the people are. So the three girls talking about where are they? They're sitting at a couch. I mean, they're sitting on a couch. Um, and that's it. I don't know where are they. They're sitting on a couch, maybe in their room, maybe discussing about um, TV programs. Maybe discussing about TV programs, what they are going to watch next, or else discussing about the TV programs that they know. Um, they know, yeah. And then D, who the people are. Only one person is standing. He seems to be black. maybe African American, or else African, an African person, and then where he is standing at the bus station. I think so. He's waiting for the bus, and he's waiting for the bus. Meanwhile, he's talking on the phone with someone. Okay, so we did this first exercise. Look at the pictures, who the people are, and then where are they, and then what they are doing. Now, second, second exercise. Look at the pictures A to D again. Try to imagine what the people are saying. Work with the part. What the people are saying. Work with a partner and use some of the words and phrases in the vocabulary box to help you. So we have to imagine what the people are saying, and then we have to use some words, um, phrases in the vocabulary box. Okay. How? So the student is asking the A picture, how much rent would be for an apartment, for a 2 BHK apartment. So me and my friend is going to be stay there. Me and my friend are going. Oh, we shouldn't say me and my friend because that's a grammatical error. What we have to say is my friend and I are going to stay there. May I know how much the apartment is going to cost? In fact, I mean, my friend and I would like to share it, and our college is nearby. So it would be how long this is the next flight going to come? How long is it's going to take for the next flight? Okay, how much accommodation would cost? Um, Me and my friend, I mean, my friend and I are going to rent this apartment. We would very much like to know about the accommodation price. Okay, these three girls are talking about TV channel. So let's watch this TV channel. Let's watch ZTV. Let's watch Discovery Channel. I like one program very much, which is Bear Grylls. He wanders around forests and deserts, and um, he talks about how to survive in those areas. B. Um, I think when's the next bus is going to be, because I'm stuck here, and my area is so and so, and I hope to get there as soon as possible. So that's B. How did you decide what people were saying? Compare your ideas with the rest of the class. I don't have the rest of the class with me. So how do you decide what people were saying? How did I decide? Because I just looked at that picture. I just looked what they were doing, and I just assumed that this might they might be saying this and that. Compare your ideas with the rest of the class. Okay. If you guys pause the video, you can compare your ideas with mine. Look at the picture A to F, which show people in different situations. Try to imagine what they were doing. So let's just look at the pictures A to F. Here, people are in different situations. So we have to imagine what they are saying. Okay, in the A picture, reception is there, and then, oh, okay. This is for hotel booking. Receptionist of hotel is standing over there, and then yeah, big. I mean, a man comes in, and then he asks for um, any accommodation over there, and then he's a business person, so he just need only 1 day um, room for a night. That's it. And then B. So these in B, two students are talking about their way. Okay, a student is asking about uh, the campus, and then this girl is explaining the ways, and then how to go there, how to go different places such as library and then canteen, library, canteen, and then medical facilities, classroom. So she's explaining the ways how to go there, and then he's asking because he's a new student over there, so he's asking about um, the ways. He's asking about the paths in the college, and then C looks like a pervert looking at this girl, but I'm going to talk professionally now. Anyway, so this guy is a teacher, he's a professor, and um, she's his student. So she's asking him about the presentation, and he's explaining. Okay. He So this guy had recently bought hair. What is this? Washing machine. So that suddenly got broken. So what he's doing is he's calling the company and then asking for in the information, or else he bought this new washing machine and then he don't know how to turn it on. So he's just calling the company of this washing machine, I mean the company which manufactures this washing machine, and asking them advice, or else he's calling the shop that he bought this washing machine and then asking them how to turn on this machine, and so they're explaining him. And then at E, so what happens here is she has Parker. She's a little mean girl. She's already in the C picture. So what is happening here is she has parked in the wrong place. It's a no parking area. However, she thought she's cute enough to park there, so no one will listen. No one would notice. So she parked there, and then a police officer. The police officer may look like a guy, but that's a girl actually. That's a woman actually. So what she's doing is she's giving her a parking ticket. She's giving the girl who parked at a wrong place a ticket. And then um, F is said to be a well-reputed, well-educated teacher. Is giving advice, is giving speech to the students. So he's telling what's going on with this particular subject. So that is, yeah, professor giving his speech. So we will do this exercise. I'm gonna take a short break. We will do this exercise in 2 minutes. Start the exercise now. Start the exercise now. Now you will hear six short conversation. As you listen, complete the first part of the table by matching each conversation. First part of the table by matching each conversation to the picture area. Then say what the situation is and how many speakers there are. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to hear six short conversations. So six people, six audios will be playing out um, continuously, and then while listening to that, we have to fill out the first part of the table. So this is the table. So situation we have to sorry, this is the first part of the table. This is the first part of the table. What we have to do is we have to take each conversation. We have to hear each conversation and then we have to fill the first part of the table. What we are going to fill is, so we have this A to F diagram. So we have to match the conversation, match what we are listening to the diagram. So in that way, we can describe what the situation is and how many speakers are there. And also, we have to fill this situation and then how many speakers are there. So this is a tough task. Anyhow, we'll do it now.
Track 2.
Okay. Now we're going to start the conversation.
1.
Good morning, everybody. How nice to see so many of you here this morning. My name is Richard Brambles, and I'd like to welcome you all to the Brambles International College of English. Now, let me begin by introducing the teaching staff.
2.
Good morning. I'd like to check in, please.
Do you have a reservation, sir?
Yes, I do. In the name of Matthews.
Let me just check. How do you spell that?
Matthews.
Oh, here we are. Room 226.
3.
Excuse me? Are you giving me a parking ticket?
Yes, I am. The meter has run out.
But I was only in the bank for 2 minutes. Surely you can allow that.
Sorry, but the meter ran out of money 10 minutes ago.
So how much is that going to cost then?
There's a fine of $75.
Oh,
4.
Oh, hi, Susan. Thank goodness I've run into you. I'm trying to find my way to the economics building, but I seem to be totally lost.
yes, you're on completely the wrong side of the campus, actually. You need to be on the other side of City Road. Go back to the main entrance and then take the pedestrian bridge across the main road. The economics building is over there.
5.
Oh, hello. Is that customer service? I'd like to organise a service call, please. Yes, well, the door doesn't close properly, and so water pours out the front when you turn it on. Yes, well, it should still be under guarantee. We've only had it 6 months. Right, I see. Oh, well, I'll have to wait till Thursday then, if that's the earliest day your technician can get here.
6.
You would not believe what happened to me today, Dad.
No? What?
I got a $75 parking ticket outside the bank. It's so annoying.
How long had you been parked there?
Oh, about 20 minutes. But even so.
Oh, well, you won't do that again, will you?
Okay, I was wrong. Personal conversation happens in Ielts Listening as to Renaissance diagram. So what happens here is first she got the parking ticket and then she's going to her dad explaining why she got parking ticket, and that's okay. I misrepresented it. Professor and student, whatever. Sorry. Okay. I don't. Okay. I've read A, E, B. I'm going to check my answer. Lovely. Lovely. Parking ticket. Washing machine broken. Document father at home. But my answers are correct. Anyhow, it looks like she's smiling, but when you look at it so closely, she is not, she's angry. Okay, we will look at another exercise 6. Listen to the conversation again and write the keywords that help you understand the situation. If there are two speakers, say whether they know each other or not. Write your answer in the final 2 columns of the table below.
Track 2. 1.
Good morning, everybody. How nice to see so many of you here this morning. My name is Richard Brambles, and I'd like to welcome you all to the Brambles International College of English. Now, let me begin by introducing the teaching staff.
2.
Good morning. I'd like to check in, please.
Do you have a reservation, sir?
Yes, I do. In the name of Matthews.
Let me just check. How do you spell that?
Matthews.
Oh, here we are. Room 226.
3.
Excuse me? Are you giving me a parking ticket?
Yes, I am. The meter has run out.
But I was only in the bank for 2 minutes. Surely you can allow that.
Sorry, but the meter ran out of money 10 minutes ago.
So how much is that going to cost then?
There's a fine of $75.
Oh,
4.
Oh, hi, Susan. Thank goodness I've run into you. I'm trying to find my way to the economics building, but I seem to be totally lost.
yes, you're on completely the wrong side of the campus, actually. You need to be on the other side of City Road. Go back to the main entrance and then take the pedestrian bridge across the main road. The economics building is over there.
5.
Oh, hello. Is that customer service? I'd like to organize a service call, please. Yes, well, the door doesn't close properly, and so water pours out the front when you turn it on. Yes, well, it should still be under guarantee. We've only had it 6 months. Right, I see. Oh, well, I'll have to wait till Thursday then, if that's the earliest day your technician can get here.
6.
You would not believe what happened to me today, Dad.
No? What?
I got a $75 parking ticket outside the bank. It's so annoying.
How long had you been parked there?
Oh, about 20 minutes. But even so.
Oh, well, you won't do that again, will you? She got 500 and something dollars is fine. She wouldn't do that again. Parking ticket or customer service, door doesn't close properly, what goes out, technician, now. Now each other, now. Find my way, lost. Wrong side, go back over there, yes. And then parking ticket. Meter has run out, no. And then check-in, have reservation, room 26. Okay. So we have finished that exercise. Now we will move on to 7. Look at the set of notes below and say what the topic is. On the right, write what type of words you need to complete the notes. On
On the right, write what type of notes you have to complete. You need to complete the notes. Write what type of words you need to complete the notes. Certainly, listen and answer questions. Okay, first a set of notes below and say the what the topic is. Drive from Melbourne to Phillips Island. So it's going to take him approximately dash kilometer, takes about dash. People go there to observe returning home, watch scenes from dash or telescope. So I think it's about some tourists going to some island, and then while he's returning he can watch some sceneries. I think the discussion is about that. Now we will look at number of type of words. Type of words, first one is approx dash kilometer, it's definitely a number, and then takes about it's hours, and then people go there, observe the dash returning home, so it's a noun. I think it's a noun. And then watch seals from boat from distance or through telescope. So the answer is actually boat. I have already written here in my note. I think some distance or through telescope. So through telescope or through telescope term. So that is also a noun. So listen now. What's the first?
Track 3.
Melbourne is situated on the northern shore of Port Phillip Bay in Victoria. The Mornington Peninsula is the eastern arm of the bay, and it's a 120-kilometre journey by car from Melbourne to Phillip Island along the Bass Highway. It's a very popular holiday destination for people living in Melbourne. You can do the trip by car in roughly 2 hours and take in the magnificent scenery along the way. You need to get the ferry across to the island. Phillip Island is famous for its little penguins, and many tourists go there just to see them. People like to watch the penguins making their way along the beach at the end of the day. Other visitors enjoy the chance to do some seal watching from boats, all through the telescope set up on the hill.
Okay, the answer is 122 hours. Penguin boats. So everything is paraphrased in this game. That's what the trick is. Everything is paraphrased. The number at time. This book is actually very difficult. Now, the objective is playing out the game. life. Alright, so we have these exercises. First one is form filling. So we have the test for form filling. So all questions like forms, notes, summary, diagram, flow, sort, and sentence completion must be answered using 3 words or less. The instructions tell you the maximum number of words to use. So form filling is a common Ielts listening task. It comes in particularly in section 1. You often have to provide factual information, including numbers. Use the words on the form as a guide to information you need to listen for. Work with a partner. Together, look at the form below, discuss the situation, relationship of the speakers. Then discuss what type of answers you need to listen for. So no more than 1 word or a number for each answer. Hotel, novena. So guest registration form, name of the guest, room, wake up call, type of breakfast. So a receptionist and then a guest is speaking with each other and they are filling, the receptionist is filling some forms for the guest. Okay, listening, it is practice note completion. Notes are not complete sentences, may not always contain articles or full verb forms. Okay, articles or full verb forms. Okay, you often have to. Okay, notes are not complete sentences and may not always contain articles or full verb forms. Boys outside station with a dog. Bring putting comes to be put on. Okay, you often have to complete some notes in a speaking test, listening test. You should read the notes carefully before you listen. Or work out what type of words are missing. The vocabulary in the notes you will can help you predict the situation. Okay, some kind of tour. Now we will look at Ielts listening. Just one why the task. So this is from 2000. The thing that amazes me is for years Ielts has been in the same format and the teachers are teaching the same thing. There is no big secret. So like this only the questions will come. So new Inside IELTS is from 2012 and this IELTS is from 2002. And if we track back the course, even to the 1999, the same course is there. So same test patterns are there. These are the teachers that um, actually did some research, actually take test papers. Create test papers for IELTS for Cambridge. So they are important people. So what they are saying is important to us as well. So who are the speakers? Where are they? Why are they speaking? So if you compare, they almost have the same thing. In order to understand what people are saying, it helps to know what the relationship is to each other and to why and to you as a listener. So what the relationship with each other and to me as a listener. So why they are speaking with each other? What is the relationship? So I can understand what people are saying at the introduction. The language we choose to use will depend on our relationship to the other speaker. Example, we use a different language to talk to a family member as opposed to a teacher or salesman. Very good point. So while we're speaking to our friend, the tone will be different, but while speaking to a teacher, the tone will be totally different. So it will be more formal, but with our friend, it will be more casual. So the tone will also depends on who we are speaking to, whether it's to a family member or it's to a teacher or a salesperson. So the language depends on the relationship between two people. And then knowing the context of a conversation also helps us understand the language because it helps us anticipate what the speaker are going to talk about. So what they are going to talk with each other. That's what the question is. So what are they are going to talk with each other, and it helps us understand um, what the what the speakers are going to talk about. So what is the relationship? What is the context of that conversation? So by knowing that, we may know what the speakers are going to talk about. Now, pre-listening. Look at the following pictures. Try to work out who the people are, on where are they, and why are they speaking to each other. So same exercise we did in the previous group. So we looked at people, who the people are, um, and then where they are, and then what they are doing, and why they are speaking to each other. And next, can you imagine what they are saying? Write some words in the speech bubble. I don't know what they're saying. Maybe asking questions, telling answers, and then asking direction, telling. He's having a map, and then he's showing some direction to this little girl. Maybe they are at a new place, new town, like that. Or else she doesn't know how to get around the new town, so she's asking this gentleman. So he's having a map, and he's explaining the route map to her. You're a teacher congregating with different students, and this one is not sitting properly. That is not good in my country. You do not sit like this in front of your teacher, missing. And a cute girl asking a bus driver regarding the cost of the travel that she's gonna travel. She's gonna take. How do you decide what people are saying? Compare. You have written extract one. Listen to unit one. Extract one. 10 short conversations. So we did this. So conversation. As you listen, complete the table to show who the speaker are, why they are speaking. So who the speakers are, why they are speaking. The first one has been done for you as an example. Okay. Who the speaker are, why they are speaking.
Insight into Ielts, the Cambridge Ielts course by Vanessa J. Cambridge University Press. This recording is Unit 1, Orientating Yourself to the Text. Unit 1, Extract 1. You will hear one example and then 10 short conversations. As you listen, complete the table to show who the speakers are and why they are speaking. Listen to the example first.
Can I help you?
Yes. I'm looking for a tie for my husband. Where would I find the men's department?
On the first floor. You can take the lift or the escalator.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
The speakers are a sales assistant and a customer. The customer is asking where the men's department is. Now listen to the rest of the conversations and complete the table. After each conversation, you will hear this sound. Pause the tape here to allow time for writing. 1.
Can I take your coat?
Thank you.
And would you like something to drink before you order your meal?
Yes, please. Can we see the wine list?
Sure.
2.
Can I see your license, please, sir? Yes, sir. Certainly. Did you know you were exceeding the speed limit when you came over the hill just now? Our radar registered that you were traveling at 157 kilometers an hour. Really? I hadn't realized. There's an on-the-spot fine of $280 for that, I'm afraid, sir.
Three.
Oh, I'm afraid I got stopped by the police for speeding today, dear.
Oh no, David, you didn't, did you?
Yes, I got a fine of $280 on the spot.
It's dreadful. You can't afford that. You really should drive more slowly.
Now, I'd just like to recap on what we were talking about last week before going ahead with this week's lecture. We were, if I remember rightly, looking at the main causes of the Second World War, and I'd just like to go back to some of the points I made. But first, does anyone have any questions?
Five.
How do I go about joining the table tennis club?
You need to fill in this form and show me your student card.
Is there a fee?
Yes, there's a joining fee of $15 and an annual subscription of $10. 6.
I'm afraid I haven't been able to finish the history essay, and I was hoping that you would give me an extension.
When do you think you could let me have it?
Well, I should be able to finish it by next Monday.
Okay, as long as I can have it by then.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Seven. Did you manage to finish the history essay?
No, did you?
No, I couldn't find the books in the library.
No, neither could I. But fortunately, the lecturer has given me an extension. You should go and see her. She's very helpful.
Eight. Would you like something to drink with your meal? Drinks are complimentary on this flight.
I'll just have a soft drink, thanks. Can I have a Coke?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll have to go and get you one when I finish serving this row.
Okay.
9. Morning, Mr. White. Come in. And what can I do for you today?
Well, Doctor, I'm having difficulty sleeping. I often wake up at 3 in the morning. I just can't get back to sleep.
I see. And how long has this been going on?
Oh, about a month now. I wonder if you could prescribe something.
10.
Good morning, everybody. Now, first of all, I'd like to start by welcoming you all to the college. We're delighted to have you here, and we hope you're going to enjoy your stay with us. My name is Mary Smithers, and I'm the college principal.
Unit 2.
I've written some answers. I'll check the answers afterwards. So I'll check them whether it is correct or not afterwards. So follow up. So we are going to finish the unit 1 now. Only a few more exercises. Follow up spoken and written language. Make a list of types of language you hear spoken every day, both in your own language and in English. Divide the list into 2 columns showing language which is spontaneous or unprepared and language which was probably written to be read out loud. They discuss the questions below the corner. So unprepared spoken language can be with talking with the family and friends, talking to family and friends, and then read out loud radio news. Types of language. So the 2 columns showing language which is spontaneous and unprepared, and then was probably written to be read out loud. Okay, so read out loud and then unprepared spoken language. Unprepared spoken language is for talking with family and friends. I mean, if I'm talking with you guys spontaneously, if I'm talking with you guys without thinking, then that talk is more natural. But then when I'm thinking, my fluency gets low, my speech gets interrupted. So that means I'm trying to speak something I should have prepared way earlier. So that is said to be read out loud. So what are the main differences between spoken language and the language which was written to be read out loud? Is it harder to understand other than the others, one than the other? Why it is more difficult to understand people when they speak on the telephone? How it is similar to listening to the recorded conversation? Okay, we'll look at some answers now. Here, waiter customer. So I written server. I couldn't remember the word waiter. Waiter taking the order and policeman, driver. Yes. Okay, husband and wife, lecturer, teacher. I written teacher, lecture about Second World War, sports. So people, students, sports assistant, giving a talk. And seeking information, joining club, and then teacher students, teacher and lecturer asking for extension, 2 students discussing an assignment, flight attendant passenger. Oh, I thought server again. So flight attendant and passenger offering a drink. Yes. Doctor patient consultation, describing his problem, college principal, welcome speech. Yeah, welcome student. So unprepared speech contains hesitation, repetition, redundancy. Language written to be read out loud is dense and may contain a lot of information and complex grammatical structures. Speech is often easier to understand because it contains repetition and hesitation. Spoken language is usually face to face. Facial expression and gesture and context help you to understand. On the telephone, you do not have this help. Not have this help because you cannot see the speaker. Recorded conversation or similar because you are not part of the conversation yourself. You're an outsider listening to an Ielts recording. You need to make good use of any clues included in the question or in the sound effects on tape. So while you're doing an Ielts listening test, you are an outsider. You have to make good use of clues. Okay, guys, first unit is over for listening. I'm going to take some break, and afterwards, if I have, I mean, I have a lot of time, but if I feel like it, then we will start reading Unit 1. Okay, today's class is over. So what we saw today is about forming ideas. So whenever the speaker speaks beforehand, they will be giving some heads up before the conversation gets started. So while hearing that, we have to assume how many speakers are speaking and then what they are speaking about. So in that way, we can assume the language they are going to use, whether it's going to be formal or informal, whether it's going to be formal or informal. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Bye.